We're taking a look at the Nothing Ear open headphones. I picked these up with my own money from Amazon for $150. These are $75 less than my favorite open ear headphones, which are the Oladance OWS Pros. I love these so much that I went out and got a second pair. The company sent me one, and then I got a second one I purchased myself. But let's jump into it because these are sweet, and I like these a lot. This won't be a direct comparison between those, but those are my favorite. And these are doing a damn good job of keeping up at $75 less than those. For starters, let's take a look at these. This case is super small. It's only 19 millimeters thin. This is a small case, and this can easily fit in your front and rear pockets, even in skinny jeans. There's one thing that I really like, and it caught me off guard. I've never seen this before, but take a look at these earbuds and then look at this case. This is the first time that I've seen a brand kind of do. You see the red dot right there? Now look at the earbud. Look at the white. You see the white dot right there? Look at the earbud. This is the first time I've seen somebody do that to make this really easy. I thought this was such a really sweet feature. Let's take a close look at the headphones themselves. They have a great control system. The ability to squeeze these makes it a lot easier to control than tapping or swiping like your average earbuds. And I think Oladance have a slightly better control system with the ability to swipe when needed, as well as the squeeze. And one of the reasons is because the squeeze and hold for volume is a slow reaction. I mean, if you're in the gym and you're adjusting these between conversations and you're having to squeeze and hold with how slow these move, it can be irritating after a while. You would end up just stopping the music because you're tired of holding it down for a second while the volume goes down. But that's an isolated situation. Somebody like myself that works out, it's important, but it may not be important to you. I could see myself wearing these while working out, but some people may prefer like the inner ear type, earbuds for workouts, but no big deal in my opinion. The 14.2 millimeter driver is a step driver. It's custom a little bit, and it allows it to be closer to your ears, and this allows for more sound, right, to be funneled into your ear and more volume overall. The driver is designed to eliminate distortion. I think it does that to a certain extent, and even more bass. I don't think that they sound bad at all. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that at 85% to 100% is where they start to lose that mix between low, mid, and high frequencies, and it kind of doesn't distort, but it gets kind of fumbles together a little bit there. There's more science behind that, right? But that's kind of the easiest way to describe it. The mids, the lows, and the highs, they start to blend a little bit at 85% and above. There's also more science behind the build of these, like the titanium coating on these. The titanium coating, it makes these extremely light. And they say that the components of the drivers are also 30% lighter than the average driver. What that all adds up to is that these are extremely light and comfortable, and they can be worn all day long without an issue. I've worn these all day long, and they feel really good. I always say this is not a one-to-one comparison because for whatever reason, when you record video using Bluetooth with these type of headphones, it's not the same as when you're having a phone call. I will call out that typically those phone calls sound better. I don't know if anyone knows the science behind that, but it's similar to what you can expect when using these. Same thing if you use like the recording app. It's not always the same as when you have a phone call. So I want to call that out just to let you know that this is close to what you would hear, but it may not be exactly what you would hear on a phone call. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's gonna power through. Yeah, yeah. He didn't flop. He took the charge. Man, charge though. Yeah. Can you tell that can you tell these are open ear headphones? No, that's good. It's not. Does it sound like I'm speaking directly into a phone? They do. Oh, yeah, that's solid. Oh, he don't need those cheeses anyway. Throw that away, man. Do me a favor and join the Cozy Coalition if you're new to the channel and enjoying today's content by hitting that subscribe button below. Come back and hang out with us. And of course, a like goes a long way in helping the channel grow. The overall features of the earphones, they have 2 mics that have built-in AI algorithm, and those are trained on 28 million scenarios, they say. And this is to make sure your voice is picked up loud and clear. Charging time is 10 minutes, gives you 2 hours of music. Charging them to full capacity, which it doesn't say on the website. I didn't see it. Let me know if you know that. It says it gives you up to 30 hours of music and 24 hours of talk. And really that's 8 hours of, I think, individual music play and then 6 hours of talk, but then combine that with the charging case and you get 30 and 24 hours respectively. There's a low lag mode on these as well. And that happens automatically if you have the Nothing phone and you're in the Nothing OS and you switch it into game mode, it automatically switches it to low lag mode. But it's 120 milliseconds, and it also can be toggled, in the settings of the app as well. So even if you're using an iPhone like me, you can still use that. The buds and case, they're IP54 rated. So that's just dust and water splashes, so like rain and things like that. But don't get all crazy and try to jump in a pool with them or something like that because you can't submerge them like that. So be cautious. I think the biggest feature is the app EQ settings. The earbuds have some presets that are actually pretty good. I mentioned those earlier. But the shocker is that Nothing gives you an audiophile grade custom EQ system. And this is where you can really fall in love with these. I think you can create your own, very intricate EQs that really serve your own preferences. And you can go out and experiment with other people's creations. From the Nothing community, there's different ways. I haven't done that yet, but there's different ways in the app where you can scan a QR code or you can just copy it in. I'm gonna work on that in the future. I've had these for like a week, so nothing major. Let me know if you want to hear more about that. Overall, the sound of these though, they may be my new favorite. I think that Oladance OWS Pros still have a better low frequency response, meaning that, they can represent bass a little bit better. None of it is real bass, but you do feel the OWS Pros vibrating a little bit, with their driver. I think it's 16.5 millimeters. But the volume clarity out of these, right out of the box for the average person that's not going to touch them, and just use those preset EQs, that's why these are potentially my favorite, because they sound really good and the mix is really good. Again, they start to fall apart a little bit at 85%, but it's like a nice, loud, clear audio when you're listening to music. So it's kind of exactly what you want for people that just really thoroughly want to enjoy music, especially out of an open ear headphone, because you don't always get that. But these sound really good, and there is decent lows. There's no real sub bass, but there's decent low frequencies, especially when you're underneath that 85%. Like I said before, it's really mixed well together. But again, at 85% and above, falls apart a little bit. So, if you're in the market, I think that you should seriously consider these for your next pickup, as they are really good. And at $150, they're kind of right there in the middle of a good group of open ear earbuds. And as light as these are, and as small as this case is, you can literally wear these all day without even realizing that they're up there. They do a really great job of staying on your head without any issues whatsoever. They feel amazing and comfortable. They're not falling out of my ears. They're super light on my ears. They're sitting still. I saw one video where they were moving a lot on the guy's ear, and they're not doing that on mine. Now, I even consider myself that I have small ears, as you can see. So I don't have the biggest ears, and they're fitting just fine. And I really like the design and style. And overall, I think these are just a phenomenal product. So yeah, I highly I highly recommend these. I think these are good to go. That's it. As always, stay cozy in that crazy world, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.